red apples falling from the same tree. They're all wondering why one skin is green. Cause I can't put no coins in your cup. Cause I'm still trying to work my way up. And never meant to show you no love. But this can't be about you. This can't be about you. You gotta let me go. Gotta let this bird flow. Make it fast, not slow. It's the path I chose. Feel it in my soul. And I'm so thankful. Oh, 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 oh. You gotta let me go. Gotta let this bird flow. Make it fast, not slow. It's the path I chose. Feel it in my soul. And I'm so thankful. Oh, 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 oh. I'm here by the skin of my teeth. And you can't keep tugging my sleeve. What I make we can eat. This just can't be about you. This can't be about you. You gotta let me go. Gotta let this bird blow. Make it fast, not slow.
Peace, family. Welcome to another episode of Underground Railroad Productions. This is your host, Brother Rich. As you can see, I'm here with the Blue Pillar.
Peace, family.
And we also have on the line...
Yes, Sister Kamara is with us, calling in directly from Shasta, California.
Wow. Wow. So it's a, oh, go ahead, sister. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yes, please introduce yourself to the family.
Peace, family. Thank you for welcoming me.
Indeed.
All right. So we got the sister on the line. We got Blue Pill in the building, and we got a special show for y'all tonight. We did a segment a couple of months ago about unplugging from the Matrix.
Yes.
You had a retreat in Mount Shasta in California.
Correct.
And it's just important, man. We talked about why it's important. It's not something that you do one time and then you're done. This is something that we have to continuously do, unplug from the Matrix. So
yes, it is.
I need to talk to you about that. I mean, first of all, tell the people exactly what we're referring to and what you got coming up, Blue Pill. And
yes. Yeah. So what you're making reference to, unplugging from the Matrix, we did an epic episode where we were advertising to the world that we were unplugging. You know what I'm saying? We were inviting the people to a location on this planet that is a very mystical location. It is recognized as the root chakra of the planetary grid system, and it's somewhat off-grid, you know what I'm saying? So this is not the regular trappings of urban city life. We were up in the mountains, away from all of the distractions. We were able to tap into nature. We were able to become one with nature. We were able to participate in communing with one another in a natural setting, and finally seeing and feeling what it may look like if we were to live autonomous away from the government providing this, or, you know, skyscrapers blocking out the sun, or, you know, having to go to the bodega every day and get mistreated, you know what I'm saying, or have our young ladies choked out by Korean hair store owners and things of that nature. So, you know, we were able to not only be in a natural setting, but we were able to enjoy the direct sun rays. We were able to, you know what I'm saying, gain access to some of the best water on the planet. A lot of people always make reference to Dr. Emoto and his water studies, but what they fail to mention is that the water that he was studying was in Mount Shasta, okay? And he said it himself, that this is some of the best water on the planet. So, not only were we being inundated in this natural environment, you know what I'm saying, and absorbing all of the best things that life has to offer in that particular environment, but we also partook in several activities up there, you know, that were able to heighten our sensibilities and our appreciation for a set environment, you know what I'm saying? And of course, it all came with the assistance and open invitation of our family, Divine Elohim and his beautiful wife and their family, Kamara and her children. So, you know, this is an extension of, you know, what we love to talk about in this quote-unquote community, about community, about family. All right.
Let me ask you, Sister Kamoro, what now? This is something that we usually see white folks do. This is something that when we think about retreats and seminars that cost a lot of money, white people are privileged to this and they don't mind spending the money and they don't mind engaging in these activities. But I don't see a lot of this in the black community that much. So what made you want to start something like this and have faith that your people will participate in something like this?
Well, it's interesting, brother, that you put it that way because exactly our intention is to expose this area and everything we have to offer here in this area to our family, to our people. We moved here about 5 years ago, and we just experienced so much healing here on so many levels, from being near the mountain, from having the clear, fresh air, from being able to indulge and soak in various types of waters coming right out of the mountain, from hot springs with sulfur to cold springs with silica, and growing and cultivating our own food and our own plant medicine. And just holding the intention that more of us, more Black people, will begin to do these things and heal in these ways. We've also done a lot of reconnecting with indigenous cultures here and just tuning into our family, our human family, with ceremony in that way. So the intention that we really set with doing this retreat is to bring people of color to this area because other than the indigenous folks that have been here and will be here, it's really just white people that have been partaking in this healing. And the healing that our Mother Earth has to offer is for all of us. So that's our intention here. So we're hoping and praying that more folks will come forward, connect here. Our intention is nation building. We would love to have more folks come and see what we're doing and what we present, and hopefully follow suit in terms of purchasing land, beginning to grow food, beginning to cultivate food and medicine, beginning to live off the land. We have our own water. We're in the process of setting up full solar so that we're completely off grid. Yes, sir.
I'm sorry to cut you off, but I really need you to connect with the brothers out there. And there's this perception within the Black community, within the brown community, and with brothers that connected with nature is kind of soft, it's feminine, it's something that bitch ass niggas do, it's something that gay dudes do. I don't want to be next to no tree and lay on no grass. I don't want to take off my shoes and walk in the grass. What kind of shit is that? So I want to change this mindset within.
That's got to be shifted. Yes, we got to get a healing right there.
Yeah.
Well, one thing you just said is earthing, and earthing is such a completely phenomenal healing experience. Just having your bare foot on the earth and holding the intention to connect with that earth energy and have all your chakras activated, withdrawing that energy up from the root through the earth, through your bare feet, is a powerful healing. I think that the people that we're really reaching out to,
they just
have reached a certain level of awareness in terms of the importance of connecting with nature. And so we want to provide opportunities for those folks. And in the midst of that, they go back home and they can share their experiences with ones that never even considered it, like of the mentality that you're describing. Because a person who's of the mentality you're describing would never hold an interest in coming here, But then there's a lot of folks that live in the city, that have plants in their home, they tune in with nature however they can and whenever they can, but it's very difficult with all that concrete. And they want to connect on a deeper level with earth energy, and so they seek this out. And then the intention that I would have is that those folks would then go back to what they are and share with their cousin or their brother, or, these that have that mentality you're describing, to try to help evolve and elevate their thinking so that they can get the healing that will come from getting in tune with nature. Because when you get in touch with nature, because everything is connected, you're essentially deepening your connection with yourself, which is where all healing begins. So this is what
That's
the
right.
bigger picture is and what we really want to see happen. But I'm not, I have an ex-husband who lives in Brooklyn now. He'll never leave Brooklyn. So, I know that mentality. But I think that the audience and the folks, the hearts that we're calling out to come forward and share here are a little bit more involved in their thinking than that. But they can receive a healing once they get here that they could share to help others get here.
And let me make mention, the majority of the people who attended this last event are members of this audience. You know what I'm saying? They come directly from this platform. They were viewing this, or they, are part of our social media experience. You know what I'm saying? So, and we can't take for granted who are the listeners, who the people are, because I had no idea until they started showing up. Some beautiful people out there. You know what I'm saying? All the way, we got grandmothers that came on the on the retreat.
That's what's
Sister
up.
Dorothy, you know what I'm saying, 70 plus years old, listens to all of our episodes, all the way down to the youngins. So there's a beautiful untold story that deals with your viewership, Brother Rich. You know what I'm saying? And these people, I feel, want more in regards to these experiences. They want to step outside of just listening and learning by way of, the comfort of their homes. They want to participate in something practical, something that they can touch, something that they can feel, something that they can experience and come back home and tell with conviction their friends and their families, like, look, this is the real deal, and there's more for us out there than just city life or rural life or just being in a setting that's not conducive to a level of communal growth. You know what I'm saying? Communing with your brothers and your sisters, or sitting with the indigenous and participating in an indigenous ceremony. You feel me? Understanding what this land really has to offer, not just what comes out of the land, but the energy that's in the land, the ancestral indigenous history that's connected to this landmass, that ultimately, like she said, not only ties you into the history of yourself, but also ties you into the connection of other continents and other land masses as well. So yeah, this is what we want to open up and we want to offer to our people, you know what I mean? And also show them where the best food is at. The county that's next to Shasta, across the bridge in Oregon, is the only non-GMO county in the country. They don't have no Monsanto there. So you on your organic trip, affordable organics at that. Like, I've never seen organics priced like this. You understand? They keeping all of the best shit away from the cities. Okay? So you want some of the best food, it's up there. The best air is up there. The best sun is up there. The best water is up there. Only thing that's missing is you. You understand? Shit. Look, hold on. If you into meat, they got some of the best meat being raised up there. If you into salmon and fish, no, this is where the best salmon comes from. So you get your wild raised, your wild salmon. You know what I'm saying? They got wineries up there. Some of the best wine is up there. The best wineries. You understand? The best everything. In respects to where we're at continentally on this side of the world. Yes. You know what I mean? We're trying to get you to get with the program. You understand? So we can have an expansive story to tell our people and broaden our horizons, so we can get to healing. The impetus to do this was born out of a conversation that started taking place last year after the Africa Bambaataa scandal broke. You know what I'm saying? And we were only talking about the trauma. I always speak about the fact that our people show up only for the trauma and the drama. So what did we want to do? We wanted to step forward and say, look, well, we got solutions. You know what I'm saying? Does anybody need this? Because what I constantly was getting was I was becoming inundated with people who had stories of abuse, with people who had stories of saying, brother, I like what you were saying. You know what I'm saying? Now, would you listen to me? Because I need somebody to talk to. You feel me? How do I go about getting this healing? Because they don't have any institutions set up in our community here that speaks directly to this healing, that goes a little bit deeper, the intracellular chelation that the family needs. You know what I'm saying? That only certain plants provide. That is not being offered in our community. So when the brother Elohim stepped forward and said, well, we can offer that in this particular setting, then I said, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Let's put this together. Let's get this real-time healing to those who need it. So it's multifaceted. You know what I'm saying? There's a healing component. There's an adventurous component that's involved. There's a whole environmental component. There's a broadening of a horizon component. There's a communal component. There's so many components that are involved that we're offering by way of saying, look, only thing that you got to do is be present. And we provide the rest. So just wanted to speak on that.
You know, and when you think about Mount Shasta and you think about meditation and leaving the concrete jungle, one of the things that comes to mind is, you know, being still. And one of the things I notice is that sometimes a brother may be able to do 1,000 push-ups in a day. But if you ask that same brother who do 1,000 push-ups in a day, sit still for 10 minutes, he can't do it. Don't move for 10 minutes, he can't do it. What's so difficult about sitting still? Because they say you use more muscles sitting still than you do. So that's some shit that, man, you gotta break that down. That's some deep science right there.
Living in the city, we are overstimulated by stimulus. Okay? We're overstimulated by stimulus. And I can speak to this again with conviction because I can compare when I was in the mountains as opposed to when I came back to the city. You feel me? I lived the transformation last time around. When I came back to the city, I was getting spun by the overstimulation. The fact that I just came from an environment where I didn't see more than 500 people in a day. If I went into the quote-unquote city, if I was in the city, I could relegate that to 50. I could relegate it to 5 people if I wanted to. Okay? I get back to New York, 50,000 people. 50,000 people, and they all have energy signatures, and they all have emotional states, and they all have, you know what I'm saying, all of the spirits that they walking with, legions. They all got their demons on them. They all got their jinns on them. And then you got the web, the tower signals, and we live in New York, so every satellite in the planet is pointing here. Then you got the motors, you know what I'm saying? You got them beepings, and you got the police signals, and you got the, you know, lights that are flickering. You got everything. It's an overstimulation, whether you see it or not. So the fact that we have more than just one physical body, we got the mental body, we got the pain body, we got the spirit body, we got this body, we got that body. That shit is being tweaked. It's being tweaked. It's getting hit by so many different things that you can't sit still. Because you like, you on your Harlem Shake when you sitting. And your mind is thinking about so many things. You know what I'm saying? Your mind is overactive in this environment. Because it's overstimulated in this environment. If you're thinking about the bag, forget about it. You know what I'm saying? When I get still in the city, that's when the most thoughts come. I start thinking about shit I was supposed to do 2 years ago. You feel me? Like, God damn, this shit just start downloading. You know, when I sit still, I'm hearing babies crying in my head. Like, you hear the torture. You hear all sorts of shit. You know what I mean? Like, but when you're in a controlled environment, and it's just you and nature, and there's a level of stillness, you know what I'm saying? The resonance is totally different. You're not getting, you know, everybody's communication. You know what I'm saying? You're not getting the cell phone towers. You're not getting the satellite beams. You're not getting, you know, transmissions from, you know, your transmissions from Sirius B might be a little bit clearer as opposed to, you know, they trying to block it from X1. You know, it's just not the same thing. So there's a stillness. There's an appreciation for a stillness because the environment is still. You feel me? The environment is not quiet here. So why would you be quiet? You really got to be on your monk shit to come here and think that you're going to achieve that level of stillness. You know what I mean? Perfect it in the mountains first, and then try it out when you get back to the city.
I'm gonna
Not
tell
vice versa.
Exactly.
Go ahead, sis. Go ahead.
I was just going to speak to that a little bit because there's a reason why when you hear people speak about meditation, it's called a meditation practice, because it's something that actually takes a lot of time to develop the ability to do. Even if you're in the woods in silence, actually controlling your thoughts is the most important task anyone has. And it's not an easy one to do, but being in nature makes it easier. But wherever you are, it's important to have that time, whether it's in the shower, in the morning, or when you first lay down to go to bed, to have that time where you try to have no mind, where you just let yourself be, without your thoughts. That's meditation. So the more you tune into nature, the easier that becomes, to where you become, like brother said, like a monk, where you can be wherever and tune in by tuning out in that way.
Yes.
Tuning into yourself, but it's a practice, and it could take years, but
Yeah, right.
spending time out in nature, whether it's Prospect Park, the Botanic Garden right under the cherry trees, spending time with nature is important. It's vital to human survival. It really is.
Tapping into the life force of this planet is key. And as a practitioner of internal martial arts, we employed certain breathing techniques when we were up at that high altitude. We did things that, if I repeat it on this particular channel, it's gonna cause a level of skepticism that people might not be ready for. But for the participants, again, for the people that were there, for everything that we get on here and talk about that somebody might say, y'all niggas is bugging. They seen it, or they witnessed it, they experienced it in real time. So we took our shoes off.
I don't know what exactly you're referring to there, but what keeps coming up in my mind that I want to share that moved me most when I moved out of the city was being able to see the stars, all of them, and the planet every night, watching meteor showers, watching moon rises over mountains, seeing constellations, teaching my children the constellations. That's been really powerful as well, and it's something that you just cannot experience in the city.
You might want to get D-Rec at this point, because I need him to back this story up.
Get the people the number right now for this. Get the people. What's the number right now?
Stars.
Hold up.
Let me try to get him. The thing with him, he's out on our land, and the reception isn't good. I usually talk to him through Facebook Messenger, but I'm going to try him. I could try to conference him.
Share the number first for the retreat, please.
Okay.
And the website. Kamara. Hello?
Yeah, I think she might have.
She might have went on. But what I wanted to say, she switched over because she could call another brother who's out there working on the land with them, who came on the trip, again, who was a follower and a listener to this channel, and his life has transformed. The stars it was so many stars. It was such a multitude of them that we didn't just see a flat 2D canvas of stars. They was 3D. So every star had a light emanation coming from it that made it look almost like the ship. I can't explain. I don't have the words. I don't have the verbiage. I haven't developed, and I'm a fucking poet, okay? And I have not developed the verbiage to explain what it is that we witnessed up there. The fact that you do not have the infusion or diffusion, should I say, of street lights interfering with the natural light of stars, and the fact that you're so high up, the stars feel like you could touch them. They right there. You know what I'm saying? It was just an amazing experience. It was an amazing journey. We saw the shooting stars. We saw the stars. We saw the crafts. We'll get into that at another time. You know what I'm saying? Like everything that nature has to offer in regards to what we've been missing from life, because we live in a controlled environment in city life. We live in a petri dish. You know what I'm saying? We are not afforded the reality that's real. We're given one that's concocted. This is the Matrix. I don't know how else to explain it. And that's not even like I'm not even flubbing that. Like, I'm not being this is not symbolism I'm talking. I'm not stretching my words. Like, it's
Literally.
the fucking Matrix.
Literally.
You understand? There's an entire reality outside of this. And I'm not trying to take your Matrix from you. I'm just saying you can unplug for a little while, get into some other shit, and then come back and you could juxtapose realities. Bring it 360. Right now it's only 180 if you haven't experienced this.
And you know, you talked about just getting away from the chaos of the city and so many interacting with so many people in the day, and it's real hard. And people that live in the concrete jungle of New York and other cities, we don't know how much we miss out on. Like the sister said, just seeing the stars, like we don't know how much of the stars we're missing. We think that it's normal what we see when we look in the sky.
I thought so.
One thing I do, I do myself to try my best living in the concrete jungle to emulate that lifestyle of living near nature's. I'll go outside 4 a.m. because there's not too much energy outside. So I could think clear thoughts and I could look at the sky a little bit better. So I try my best living in the concrete jungle and it helps me. So I could imagine how much it would help me to be in actual nature, to be in Mount Shasta, if that helps me. And I come up with some $1 million ideas doing that.
Yes.
A lot of show ideas, a lot of ideas.
The best time.
Yes.
If you
Epiphany,
if you enjoy the program that I present to you, a lot of these ideas came at 3 a.m. being outside looking at some damn star
That's right.
next to some water in Central Park or something like that. So I could imagine the benefit I would get being in Mount Shasta. Listen.
Shout out to Minister Jew who explains the light aspect of, you know what I'm saying, why that's working the way that it is. You're looking at light vectors. That light is intelligent. You know what I'm saying? So when you tap into it, it's transmitting. Okay? It's a back and forth process taking place. And like I said, these stars that I was looking at were not 2D. They were 3D. Like there were stars with the backdrop emanation of them. Like the shit I can't even develop the language to explain what it is that I saw up there. You know what I'm saying? I just know that I was in the field of a whole nother kind of energy. I came back a whole different person, and I can't wait to get back because, like I said, it's an ongoing healing process. I know that I need more of it. You know what I'm saying? To be a better person, to allow myself to emanate a light on the world that makes other people feel like being better. You know what I mean? I want to get more to give more. You know what I'm saying? And I want people to experience this as well so they can expand on their consciousness. They can expand on their giving. They can expand on their light. You feel me? So, yeah.
We on that note, we're going to wrap it up. Just one last
Let me ask her. She was supposed to get the brother. Did you?
I tried to reach him. He didn't respond yet. So I apologize.
I need you to share this information in regards to the website and the phone number real quick.
Yes, web address is shastamedicine.com, www.shastamedicine.com. And we call ourselves Shasta Medicine because we really do view the mountain itself in this area and just the ability to, like we've been talking about and discussing, ground in with the earth energy here is very healing. But in addition to that, we also partake in several different types of plant medicines to intensify that connection and enhance that journey. So it's www.shastamedicine.com.
And in regards to the March trip, which I believe we begin next week, that's pretty much concluded.
Yeah, the March one is coming right up. That's March 23rd. To the 28th, and we got a pretty packed itinerary and quite a few people coming forward for that. But in April, we're doing another one, and there's lots of spots available, and it's really going to be beautiful. There actually will still be a lot of snow up on the mountain because we got more snow out here than we've seen in the last 2 decades.
Right.
So even in April, there'll be some snow when we go up to altitudes of 8,000 feet and so on. But it'll also be really in the valley, really warm, lots of flowers, really beautiful time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we want to
so
get Brother
we'll
Rich out
explore
for the
Shasta and
420 trip.
Oregon.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna try to make that happen.
Now,
Yeah, please come. Like you said, what you're doing and the work you're doing here is a gift to a lot of people. And I guarantee you, the experience you would have coming here will enhance your work. And in that way, it's going to enhance healing for people. So please make it about your business to get up here.
now, Sister Kamora, really quickly before we
Yes.
disembark on this particular episode, because you've been doing more thorough research on Mount Shasta and all of the mysticism involved in this particular area.
Yes.
Is there
Yes.
anything of note that you might want to share with the family in regards to this area and what exactly it entails?
Well, this particular time, like I said, there's a lot of snow on some of the higher points of the mountain where, like, for example, Panther Meadow, where a lot of people like to go and meditate. And those, a lot of people say they interact with beings, other types of beings when they get up there. Definitely, you can see orc fields, and it's an intense spiritual experience when you go high up the mountain. We're going to be exploring some mineral springs and lots of hikes. So, brothers and sisters too that like to really be exhilarated through movement, there's going to be a lot of movement as well, because hiking through mountains is it's a little more intense than trekking New York street. So there'll be
Right.
all of that happening as well all around the mountain. And yeah, it's just something I think you said it a few times, Paul, that it's hard to articulate some of the things that you feel when you come here, because it's just a high vibrational
Absolutely.
area. And
So, family,
especially for
yes.
energy sensitive people, it's a
Well,
really phenomenal experience.
we're going to be crystal shopping, family. All right.
Yes.
We're going to take you to some of the spots.
Yeah.
We're gonna show you
Yeah.
some of the plugs and what have you. So, we'll be doing some crystal shopping. We have a beautiful itinerary set up. You know what I'm saying? There will be food provided. I think that we might as well cover the issue about children at the offset. You know what I'm saying? Are there any children involved on?
Well, right now with this, it's an adult only experience
Okay.
because of some of the excursions around the mountain that we'll be doing that are a
Yes.
little bit rugged, and because of some of the plant ceremonies that we're offering.
And
I am working on
yes.
developing a program though for summer solstice that will be family based.
And
And
we
be able
also,
to
yes, we
involve
also,
children. So I'm working on developing that because I'm a mother, 5 myself, and I'm an educator as well. And I want to be able to offer this to families as units as
yes.
well. But right now it's adult only.
Yes, and couples, you are welcome. Singles as well. We want to let the young women know, because two sisters asked me, I guess they were semi-concerned to make sure that, there are safety protocols, and we assured them that they will be taken care of, and there's no hanky-panky involved on any of these excursions as well. So I just wanted you to reiterate that to them as well.
Yes, I would say, I think that this experience is really, really beautiful for couples to come and experience together. And I'm could assure a deepening sense of bond that could happen. I've had even relatives come, mother, daughter, sisters, and deepen their familial that bond their relationships in that way. It's also a really beautiful experience as an individual when you're just seeking to get more in touch with, in tune with yourself. What really we have, and what I call out from my heart for, is a lot of healers that come forward, because the healers, we need healing the most.
Facts.
And so the vibration and the energy is that it's mostly upper chakra energy, starting at the heart space, the throat and the crown, and really high vibration. So calling out for intuitives as well. So I know myself as an intuitive, I would never want to go in a place where I didn't feel I'd be safe going there. So you definitely have to listen to your heart
Right.
and be intuitive. But I can say that it's a family vibe. It's like the energy of a family reunion with relatives you didn't know, because it's folks of like mind coming together from all
Yes.
over. And
Now, can
I
you?
also set the intention of this becoming more, like I said, a gathering of healers to heal each
Yeah.
other, to share their modalities with one another and grow together and maybe network, begin to work together, create like a mastermind group.
Right.
So those are the type of intentions that we're holding here. So it's not the lower chakra frequencies.
Right. Can you speak very briefly on the participants, the people that came forward on the last trip? What did they say themselves right away about the energy that was present amongst the collective?
We did cacao ceremony first, and that plant spirit, she really helps the heart open and helps people to connect. But everyone just really expressed this deep feeling of knowing. It was like we all knew each other already, and we each had something that we
Facts.
offered the other. And at the same time, everyone has their opportunity to be on their own and be introspective or spend time alone with their partner that they came forward with. So it's a multi-dimensional experience. There's healing that can occur on multi-levels. And yeah, one of the most beautiful healings and blessings I think that come out of it was that connectivity. We literally had people from everywhere: Louisiana, New York, Atlanta,
L.A.
California,
Right. Yeah.
Boston,
Yes.
just all
Yes.
over. And
Dallas.
it was
Yeah.
like we left as family. And so, yeah,
Indeed.
that was beautiful. It was better than I could have hoped for.
It definitely exceeded our
Yeah.
expectations. It was a beautiful thing. I think that the planet was definitely pleased. We did a follow-up episode last time when I came out of the mountains dealing with Standing Rock. We had a teepee ceremony with the indigenous people, and they expected that there was going to be tragedy befalling upon their people a day after our ceremony. Their people went to Standing Rock to die. You know what I'm saying? They didn't know what the outcome would be, but instead, that situation turned out in their favor, and now they see themselves at the starting point again. You know what I'm saying? Because of this Trump administration. So we're going to be doing another ceremony. Of course, as always, like before, we have Flint in our prayers. We have every indigenous community. Now we're going to be putting Somalia and, everyone else that needs help, that needs us to send this energy up, what I'm saying, to the great creator and charge the ionosphere with healing spiritual energy. And this is the way to do it. This is the place to do it. And again, the only thing that's missing is you, family. So we need you to be there. If you don't make March, make sure that you check out April, and we'll get back to you in regards to further dates in the future. Peace.
Indeed, and on that note, family, meditation isn't a billion-dollar industry for no reason. Somebody knows something that we don't know, and somebody's benefiting from something that we're not. So take this very seriously, y'all. Hit the sister up. Even if you can't make this trip, make the next one. I want to thank the sister for joining us. Thank Blue Pill as well. This Brother Rich, Underground Railroad Productions. And we signing out, family. Peace.
Thank you.
Thank you. Peace.
Peace, family. This Brother Rich from UGR, urging all my viewers and subscribers to help support the channel by donating just $1 to the UGR PayPal account. We appreciate the viewership and support, and we understand the power of $1. If you benefit in any way, shape, or form, we ask that you donate $1, whether it be monthly, bi-monthly, quarterly, or yearly, so that we can build our brand to compete with the NBCs, the MTVs, and the Foxes of the world. I figured since Kanye could ask Mark Zuckerberg for $1 billion, I could ask my subscribers to donate $1 so I could make the best possible content possible. The main objective of this channel is to inspire you to become the greatest version of yourself. So hopefully throughout the years of you watching this program, you have been inspired to become the greatest version of yourself. If you would like to donate, you could go to www.paypal.com and send a donation to richandmerit7@yahoo.com. Thank you and enjoy the rest of your program.
A few red apples falling from the same tree. They're all wondering why one skin is green. 'Cause I can't put no coins in your cup. 'Cause I'm still trying to work my way up. And never meant to show you no love. But this can't be about you. This can't be about you. You gotta let me go. Gotta let the spur flow. Make it fast, not slow. It's the path I chose. Feel it in my soul. And I'm so thankful. Oh, 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 oh. You gotta let me go. Gotta let the spur flow. Make it fast, not slow. It's the path I chose. Feel it in my soul. And I'm so thankful. Oh, 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 oh. I'm here by the skin of my teeth. And you can't keep tugging my sleeve. What I make we can't eat. This just can't be about you. This can't be about you. You gotta let me go. Gotta